Music TV. Today we're here with Nick from Music Over
What's
Matter.
up, guys?
Always
Chris,
a pleasure
how
to
are you,
see
my friend? Likewise.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about his clothing line, Music Over Matter, and how you guys got your start. So you guys started kind of creating ideas and working on stuff.
Of course.
When? How long ago was it?
We started in Music Over Matter, MOM Clothing, as some people may know it as. We started in early summer 2011.
Oh, wow, that long ago.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, I came from the music scene, and this was just a different avenue to express my creativity, and there's a similarity there, but it's super different. And it was actually my mom who always told me, you know how this goes, you're always wearing these band tees, why don't you do your own thing? And that's essentially what I did. I had all of these ideas, and I just ran with it.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And where do you feel like you drew your biggest, because I know some of the earlier designs, a lot of them were all designed by you.
Of course.
A big portion of them.
You're right.
So where do you get like some of these inspirations for these
Well,
designs
you know
that
what?
you have?
It's just like it's like music. You know, you draw inspiration from everything, everywhere, traveling, meeting people, and that's why I think the brand has separated itself from so many other apparel lines and stuff. It's the honesty, kind of going against the trends or what's popular at the time, and that's where I draw my main inspiration from. It's just everyday life and experiences I've gone through, I've been through. Yeah,
very cool.
Of course.
Very cool. And I noticed like, speaking out some of these designs and the inspiration they come from,
Right.
I noticed there's an entire community within the music scene
very cool.
who even have tattoos.
I know.
Of some
That's
of your,
the most
some of your
mind-blowing thing. I
designs.
remember seeing the first one. It could have been mine. See,
The cake?
I have it.
Cake?
I have it. You know, I don't know if mine was actually the first one though. It was a gentleman by the name of Derek in North Dakota. Shout out Derek. And he actually got the key with "You Are the Future," which is something
I
that
remember seeing
that is
that.
consistent within the brand. And it's the most mind-blowing thing, and I think the honesty is what resonates with people the most. And the key, you know, just by looking at it, it's opening your future, and it's a personal piece. That's why I think people have gravitated so much towards it, and I've seen so many since then, and it's amazing because people were able to take Music Over Matter and make it their sentiment, you know.
Which is really cool.
Absolutely.
And I've noticed,
mission accomplished, of course.
There you go.
Definitely.
And I've noticed you have such a strong message that you've even brought some, you know, awesome musicians on board who have really supported your cause and supported what you do. I know like Pierre from Simple Plan,
That one was
Garrett
cool.
from The Color Morale, Breaking Benjamin. I see all these guys supporting your brand, and what do you think? What do you think gravitates them towards what you do?
You know what? I think it's two things. It's the honesty and the diversity. And why? Honesty meaning it's, you know, these artists, they create, they write songs, and for me, I paint a picture and people take what they can from it. And that's where I think the lines connect. And that's why I think people and artists have gravitated towards the brand so much. And diversity, because it's so much going on in my head that our line is not targeted towards any one thing. And I think that it allows us to have that mass appeal. And, you know, naturally people have just been gravitating towards the company, musicians, and I'm grateful to have all of that support. It really means the world.
And we're actually going to take a question from somebody on Facebook.
Okay.
And the question was, 1 moment. Okay, so obviously all of your designs hold a piece of your heart, but do any of them have any serious sentimental values?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
are any of your designs inspired by anyone?
Well,
and that question, the question was from Kelly Lowe in Tampa, Florida. And tell us, were any of your designs inspired by anyone?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I tragically lost my dad in summer 2014. So naturally, I wanted to create something to honor his memory through what I do. And we had a series of pieces, one of which you could see now, that were dedicated to him. And the first one that we had was called Big Boss. The second one was Ram's Legacy. And following that was Leo's Legacy. And it was just about his culture, where he came from, and then I put my personality into it, blended it all together. And the cool thing about it is that when people purchase a shirt or buy a shirt at a show, or they may like it for what it is, and that's great because they don't necessarily have to understand what my meaning or reason for creating that certain piece is. It could mean something to them, and that's the most beautiful thing about creating art.
Yeah.
And so those three are the ones that stick out the most, and I will continue to do more for him in that series. But yeah, definitely my dad, for sure.
Awesome, man.
For sure.
So tell me, where do you see you guys? What do you see music over matter in 5 to 10 years?
Stronger, bigger movement, larger movement, more touring. Because
You guys are actually on Warped Tour this year, right?
we are on Warped Tour this year. We'll be on from 6:30 to 7:02, just a little small stint, but
Oh, so only like 15 minutes.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But it'll be fun. We did a few dates last year, and that went extremely awesome because this is somewhat of our territory and our base.
Very cool.
So we had a lot of love, and I hope to see the movement bigger, stronger, tighter than ever. A larger network of people understanding what we are about, what the movement is about, and as I said, a lot more touring because I kind of treat this brand like a band in the sense that we actually go out and we tour because the most important thing to me is interaction. And
So you like talk to people a lot.
of course, that's the best thing. That's the
Always
best thing.
interacting
When
with the
people are
people
coming,
around
I don't
your
want them to just
booths.
pick up a shirt and leave. I want to talk. We want to hang out, and because it makes me excited.
Yeah.
It makes me excited. And when people come by, it's important to show people what type of community we are. And yeah, so a lot more touring. You'll be seeing a lot of MOM in the future, for sure.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for taking the time
Chris,
to stop
as
by
always,
and
thank you,
see
my
us.
friend. Appreciate that.
And you guys, stay tuned. We're gonna have some more episodes coming up.